I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, for the rocks on the sides, but up on the attack, baby I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad, no cap, only got one, so you better call it up, cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, I won't obey, you cannot tell me what I cannot say, I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay, I'll live each second like my final day, you can't take that away, yeah.
Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and it feels like fall, it feels like fall, it feels like fall at the time of filming this, but that's okay. I'm sorry, it got to like below 70 degrees during the day today, into like around like 67, 68 degrees, and it just made my entire week essentially, and it's only Monday. So this Monday actually has been pretty good, and that's at the time of recording this. By the time this is out, it's probably the end of the week or end of the weekend, but either way around, welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and today we are back with part 2 of 3 parts to the shenanigans known as Takeover 32. I had to think about which one we were on, because I was jotting down on my notes last night. I'm like, oh, okay, well wait, what are we going to come up with next? And we got some ideas, and that's what counts. And I'm always here, you know, to listen to upcoming ideas and that sort of thing, so there is that. So, on that note, grab your snacks, grab your juice beverage, get comfy and cozy, and let's go ahead and watch good old Takeover unfold. So this matchup came to be rather quickly, to say the least. And of course we gotta, you know, jump cut this thing, right? Right, where's the announcer? We haven't had the announcer in a little bit, but well. Look at who's joined Sheamus here for this matchup. This is interesting. Do we smell a bar reunion on our hands? Interesting indeed. But Edge has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Will we see him later on tonight? We did not see Io Shirai in the women's briefcase at in the last episode, so who knows what'll happen later on in this episode. So basically, last episode we had the tag titles on the line, we had the Extreme Rules match, and of course, we've got 3 singles matches coming up for you. Okay, I think all my sound is delayed or something. Something's up with the noise. But we have huge amounts of chanting for Edge. Love that for him. And the bell has rung. We've got a singles matchup between Edge and Sheamus right here. Cesaro, of course, in the corner of Sheamus, so who knows what could happen right here tonight. Oh, right into the ropes. Of course, we also have Queen of the Ring action and the NXT Championship on the line later on in the episode as well, which means the Intercontinental Championship gets to close things out. But I think with good reason, right? Right. Sheamus ain't looking too good. The fella ain't looking too good at all, people. Oh my god. We're on to the outside of the ring, I think, or at least Sheamus is. Reg is like Reg. It's just like hiding behind the referee. I was gonna say the referee and Edge at the same time, and it just came out as Reg. Good lord. Oh, that's funny. Oh, strikes to Sheamus right there. I'm filming this like right before Monday Night Raw starts, and I'm like, can I just get this video filmed today? Because that would make my life a lot easier. If I can get to both episodes today, that'd be fantastic. But I'm invested into the Monday Night Raw shenanigans, so we're gonna have to. I'm just like, I want to see what happens. Although I have it automatically DVR each week now, so that's nice. But here we go. We got Edge and Sheamus. Sheamus was showing some offense right there. It's a little bit more even now, but Edge is back on the offense. Sheamus gets back up onto his feet. Edge with the strikes and the kick. Sheamus is into the ropes right now, but Sheamus with the counter. Sheamus with the huge backbreaker. Edge with the clothesline. Edge with another clothesline. This feels like it's going by, like, super quickly. Is it just me or does it feel like everything's moving faster? I could be wrong, but Edge only gets a 2 count on that little comeback that he just mounted, if you will. And what's Edge up to here? Edge connects. Could this be enough to put away Sheamus right here? What is Edge doing? Edge, what are you doing, my dude? I want a huge elbow from Sheamus to Edge. And Sheamus, huge backbreaker onto Edge right here. Sheamus needed that one little bit of an opening. And boy howdy, does he have it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and Sheamus connects. That could very well be enough to put away Edge right here. Again, my apologies if I sound a little bit tired. I'm well rested. But you know how, like, sometimes you kind of oversleep a little bit? I think that's what's been happening. That, and I haven't had coffee in a few days, but that's okay. And it's been, you know, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Oh, God. Well, Edge is certainly having a long day after that bro kick right there. Could this be enough to put away Edge? Oh, and Edge somehow kicks out right at the very last second. The crowd wants these two to fight forever, but I don't know how much of a... You know what I mean? I don't know what role that Cesaro is playing in other than just being in Sheamus' corner for right now, so we're going to have to see how things unfold. But Sheamus right now, huge power slam right onto Edge. Into the cover. Could this be enough to put away Edge? And Edge kicks at it too. What a opening matchup to part 2. I kind of like the flow of this one a little bit. I think it makes logical sense. And what also makes logical sense, Edge is now in the corner. He's trying to go for the spear, and he connects Edge with the spear. Could this be enough to put away Sheamus? And it is. Edge defeats Sheamus, even though Cesaro did make his appearance in Sheamus' corner. This is interesting. And Edge celebrating a huge win right here. In good old universe mode. Sheamus is... I think this is like the second or third time he's just looked utterly deflated. But I don't think this feud's far from over, people. Especially now that we got Cesaro into the mix. This could get interesting. So, on that note, Edge might have won the match for right now, but we're going to have to see what unfolds, right? Right. So let's get to the Queen of the Ring matchup up next. Alrighty, here we go, here we go. We got a Queen of the Ring matchup that could be quite interesting, given the past ties and history with these two competitors right here. Interesting that we still don't have the announcer. I guess the announcer went on vacation, on her way to the ring. Liv Morgan! See, I can't even do it. We gotta give the announcers their dues. We really do. I think we just talked about the SmackDown announcer not too long ago. Like, when we were talking about Imperium, I think. Like, in maybe the last episode or two. It was something like that, but it was really, really good. Again, my apologies for the yawning. Sometimes it does take, you know, a couple matches to kind of get into the swing of things, but here we are. Here we are, kids. Here we are. Oh, we're off to a great start on the entrance. The audio is just weird. I don't know if that's just a me thing that I'm noticing or what's going on here, but here we are. I'll turn up the volume on my end in terms of the microphone, at least. Because I'm too low into the green. You want to be in the green, but you want to be on the greenish yellow border almost. That way people can kind of hear you. Anyway, around we've got Liv Morgan versus Carmella. The winner will take on either Kaylee Ray or Asuka. That will be the first matchup that we get to when we get to after TakeOver. So that'll be coming up sooner rather than later, and that's going to be an exciting matchup, I think. This should be quite a good matchup as well. And I think it's a good little balance because this one doesn't really have much of a build to it other than it's a tournament matchup. And well, the other few people that are involved in the other matches, like Beth Phoenix and Kaylee Ray, well, they were obviously in the last episode, so this was the only matchup that we could roll with. So this matchup and the last matchup were kind of thrown onto the card a little last minute, but I think they make a lot of sense to include on there, right? Right. But here we go. We got Liv Morgan versus Carmella, of course, both former NXT Women's Champions and that sort of thing. And Carmella is right on the offense right here. Kick things off. It's a nice, cool evening here tonight, so I'm like, you know what, it's going to be a little rainy on and off. I'm going to film a couple videos, or at least the one video. We'll have to see where things are going. Oh, and Liv, what's Liv going for here? Huge move right there from Liv Morgan to Carmella right there. Of course, we still got 2 championship matchups. We've got the NXT Championship on the line, and then we've got the Intercontinental Championship also on the line. But that's, of course, in the next episode for obvious reasons and that sort of thing. Oh, and a huge bulldog right there from Liv to Carmella. Huge reversal from Carmella to Liv. Huge stomps right there from Carmella. Carmella now on the offense. Trying to get back into this matchup somehow, some way. Huge kicks right there. And Liv with the counter. The crowd's excited. See, that fan understands me. Get your popcorn ready. I got plenty of popcorn, so we're good over here. I do need to get groceries, though. I should have my groceries by the time that this is up, okay? Well, where's the referee? Oh, I was like, where's the referee? Oh my god. Well, I mean, I was gonna say, where's the announcer at? Where's the referee at? But the referee's right there. Okay, at least we found the referee. We haven't found the announcer, so that's fantastic. On a frickin' pay-per-view, or a premium live event, if you will. Well, I mean, I don't put this thing behind a paywall, so I don't think that's considered... Would this be considered a premium live event? When I hear premium, I think of, like, you know, Spotify Premium or Peacock Premium, where you get, like, no ads and stuff. Like, but you have to pay for no ads. So I don't know if I would consider this a premium. Maybe it's like a premium experience, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. What should we just label these as? Because it's like, it makes no sense to call them, like, you know, pay-per-views or premium live events, because no money is being transacted or anything like that. I like just calling everything a takeover. That's how I roll here. Huge elbow drop by Liv. Fantastic airtime on that. Liv now going after the cover. Could this be enough to put away Carmella? And Carmella kicks at it to definitely a close one right there for Carmella. Barely kicking out in time. Oh, and Liv. Liv might have it here. Huge move right there from Liv to Carmella. Could she put Carmella away right here? And Carmella kicks out. Oh! Carmella ducked out of the way right there. Liv also ducking out of the way. Huge counter right there from Liv. Oh! God! Carmella got her, but not entirely. With the kick. But she got her there with the DDT. So that's nice. Oh, and Liv kicks out somehow, some way. What a matchup these two women are putting on for us right here at good old TakeOver 32. Oh, and the huge chops right there from Carmella. Huge elbows right there. Actually kind of a smart strategy in a way, but it could backfire very easily. Because it's like you kind of have your opponent like trapped right there before you start like, you know, tossing elbows. Oh, okay, well she got the kick right there. Oh, but she's near the rope. She's near the rope. Oh, and Carmella advances. Oh, this should be interesting. Because she's had run-ins with both Asuka and Kaylee Ray. So that'll be interesting to see unfold, friends. That'll be an interesting one to say the least. But definitely a good matchup right here tonight at TakeOver 32, and Carmella picking up a huge win right here. And we're just going to have to see how things go moving ahead in the tournament. So, on that note, let's get right to the championship matchup. Let's waste no more time. We got the announcer back, I think. Oh, so where were you the last couple of matches, my dude? Come on! So wait, does he only come out for championship matches? I'm so confused. Wait, did he just he just teleported? Oh my god! Why am I just noticing this? Oh my god. Well, I think it was because I had to hyper focus on the announcer. Oh boy. Imperium. Well, I mean, at least we can still pronounce it the same way, right? Oh boy. People, this is the rematch that we've been waiting for. Walter versus Balor 2. And it ain't even the main event. That's just how stacked that this show really is when you really think about it. Good lord. Just go and, like the sign said in the last match, go grab your popcorn. Or your other snacks, you know, because, you know, we have a good assortment of snacks. I need to like freshen up my snack stash a little bit. Get some different options in this household. But there he is, the ring general, Walter. Of course, Walter and Balor's first encounter was at our very first TakeOver event, where we had to unify all the titles, and hey, at least ours turned out decent enough, right? Seriously, I'm like, did they just like watch my freaking show or something? Well, no, I feel they've probably had that in the works for a little while, but you get the point, right? Like, I really wish that like the UK people, at least one or two of them, would have gotten titles, but here we are. This is going to be a good match, and Balor barely walked out with the title in their first encounter, so we're going to have to see what happens here. Of course, Walter and Imperium taking a little bit of a breather to regroup after that matchup too, before coming back in full force. It kind of writes itself out a little bit, the ring general versus the prince. And we need this matchup to happen at some point. Hey Finn, can you go and win back the freaking United States Championship? It's almost Survivor Series time, and we never got the match because of the global situation. I'd appreciate that. That'd be fantastic, and I think we would all appreciate that and enjoy that match. Anyway around, we've got Finn Balor, of course, the dude that's been kind of holding down the fort with this title. We still have not seen the former champion, AJ Styles, since he lost the gold to Finn Balor. We haven't seen AJ in quite some time. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen at all. We got to keep our eyeballs peeled on Edge, who, of course, we saw win the matchup earlier. And again, Sheamus, and Sheamus had Cesaro. We've had some developments. We've got another matchup set for Queen of the Ring. It'll be either Carmella. It'll be Carmella versus either Asuka or Kaylee Ray. So we're going to be in for quite a treat there, even with the somewhat questionable super kick. And I say that because, like, I mean, we saw that one super kick, right? The very first one, I think. I'm not one to critique moves and how moves work because I'm not a trained professional wrestler by any means. But even in virtual form, that was a little rough. But this is a matchup that sort of just writes itself out. I don't know how we're going to get to it, but at least we're getting closer and closer to it. And hey, you know what? This is going to be quite the matchup. I'm excited to see what unfolds. I'm excited to see who walks out with the gold right there, because we're en route to, of course, the Queen of the Ring pay-per-view event, the all-women's pay-per-view event. And we've also got another takeover coming up right before Survivor Series. And then we've got the build-up to Survivor Series where we get to take on Monday Night Raw. So that's going to be quite interesting. Oh, boy. Oh boy, there it is, the NXT Championship. The fans are chanting for Walter, so this is interesting.
From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Walter! And introducing the champion, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is the NXT Champion, Finn Balor!
Serious note aside, can we just, like, have a laugh over the fact that literally the announcer just took a smoke break the entire episode and I had to hold down the fort somehow? I mean, we don't want that to happen again, right? Like, I suck at ring announcing. This is why I just talk all the time on the headset. But there it is, people. The NXT Championship in all of its glory right there. Again, the lighting always makes the title look weird, but you know what? It's a beautiful title. It's going to be a beautiful matchup. It's going to be an interesting one, given how quick Finn Balor put away AJ Styles in the last pay-per-view. So, we're going to have to see what happens. Walter with the first strike. Oh, and Walter with the shove. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Finn's going to be feeling that tomorrow morning. And Walter's just throwing Finn around. Oh, boy. Huge neck breaker from Walter. Oh. God. Walter's just relentless, dude. This is a dude that could just, like, break a human, just period. I don't know how else to word it. He'll just beat the crap out of all of his opponents. But Balor with the counter out of that submission hold right there. Oh, boy. Oh, and Walter with the huge throw. Walter's just so impressive. There's no other way around it, people. But this is our main event of Part 2. Part 3 will only have one match, but with good reason. It's you know, the 3 stages of, you know, match. It's the 2 out of 3 falls match. With each stipulation with each fall having a different stipulation. We'll converse a little bit more about that towards the end of this episode or into the next episode, whichever we decide on. But either way, we got a whole slew of punches right here from Balor to Walter. And Balor now with the submission hold locked in on Walter, targeting the arms. I think that is a very wise strategy. And also a very wise strategy for Walter going after the leg right there, given their particular finishing maneuvers. I think that's more than reasonable. Balor's mounting a bit of a comeback already. Huge sling blade against Walter. Balor now going in for the cover. And Walter kicks out at 2. Finn's kind of beside himself at this point. Oh boy. Huge strikes right there. Oh boy. And Walter now carrying Balor all the way over to the corner. Huge snake eyes right there. Oh, and Balor with the counter. Balor with the sling blade. Huge drop kick after. Balor's mounting some momentum right here. Oh, huge chop right there from Walter. Oh, what's Walter up to here? Oh, and another huge throw from Walter to Balor. Oh my god. And Balor kicks out at 2. See, I'm not talking quietly because of the fact that, you know, I'm in an apartment and all that stuff. I'm just talking quietly because I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? We're approaching the end of this, right? Right. Oh, and Balor's lining it up. Balor's lining it up. Oh! Huge drop kick right there into the cover. Could this be enough to put away Walter? And it is not. Walter kicks out at 2. And Balor trying to look for the turnbuckle, and I think that's where he's headed towards. Oh, but Walter's getting right up onto his feet. Oh! Oh, God. The huge strikes to Balor. Oh! Balor hits the drop kick. And Balor now back to the top rope. Oh, and Walter! Walter rolled out of the way of the coup de grace. That might be the opening that Walter needs. Oh, and another huge throw onto Balor from Walter. What a matchup. Walter is right back into this match right here, people. Walter now, huge power bomb. Oh, no. He's going for a second one. Oh, and he's got a third one. Oh, my God. Could this be enough? And Walter beats Balor. Oh, this is going to be a good time. This is going to be a good time. Oh my goodness. And Walter is your new NXT champion. The road to redemption for the Ring General has come full circle, people. And still no sign of Mr. Money in the Bank? Not at all. I'm genuinely surprised, people. I'm genuinely surprised. But here we are, people. We have seen not one, but 2 title changes so far. Between the Women's Championship, and we've seen a brand new NXT Champion get crowned. Next episode, we will have the 2 out of 3 falls match, and each match will have a stipulation that's like different from each other, and that sort of thing. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so that way you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. And that's, of course, if you've enjoyed the content that you have just watched. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.